You got the questions. We got the answers. We got you covered. We gonna answer every question that pops up here from now into the next hour. Welcome. What's going on, Zach Xander?
What's going on, Joey? Man, what's going? It's been a minute. We haven't talked for a while live like this on a show. So how's it going, man? Are you nursing a couple little wounds last night as an Alabama Crimson Tide fan, or what?
I didn't even watch that game because I don't give a damn about college football. I had my balls
Oh,
right deep into some NFL stuff. I was looking shit up and reading it. And I also watched a really cool fucking movie last night. Black Widow is now available on for free because fuck you for not making it free in the first place. I already give you money every single month. All right, let's go football, baby. This is what we here to do.
well, if you didn't know, Alabama lost last night, big dog. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I
And
heard.
Auburn lost. Your state is struggling in some football. I can't say shit though because my Miami Hurricanes look like boo boo. So yeah, today's NFL. It's Sunday. Let's get it in.
All right, Richard McCaleb, what's up, baby? Weekly visit here from Richard McCaleb. We love this guy. He's the shit. He runs the NFC East group. Need one wide receiver, two flex. Kadarius Toney, James Conner, McKissick, Ayuk, Gaskin, Hardman, Kendrick Osborne, KJ Osborne, or Kendrick Bourne. That was a fucking mouthful. Shit.
Yo, I'll take the lead on this one, and man, it must be a really deep league because these are some outside the box options, man. So Tony did have a good week last week. They need to get this guy the ball. I think
Yeah,
Trayvon Diggs is going to be following around Kenny Golladay.
yeah.
I'm feeling Tony probably as your wide receiver pick, and I got to go back to what I got to
I'm
go
gonna
back to
go.
the question because it linked up. Okay.
The first three for me is Kadarius Toney, James Conner, and McKissick here because we got your injuries in this backfield for Washington. James Conner is always a threat to score touchdowns. So those are my three options there.
They're my three also, Joey. I like it, man. Like I said, Tony's going to have to get involved. Connor's a touchdown threat. The rest of your options aren't too great. J.D. McKissick's going to be involved in the pass game. I think those are your three options. But, man, that must be a deep league, or you got a lot of injuries, but it happens. What the fuck are you doing?
I got some kind of fucking injury in my eye, man. I don't know what the hell it is.
Injury. Are you
Yeah.
are you questionable for the rest of this show or not?
No, I'm gonna tough it out. I'm gonna tough it out. Y'all can just see a fucking show, I guess. Me picking up my eye. All right. Yes, sir. I'm live, son. What you need? Is it important?
No.
Standard League, Damian Williams, Hunter Renfro, Deontay Johnson in the flex. Standard League. This one makes it tough for me, but I think I would go Damian Williams. How about you, Zach?
Give me Damian against the
Okay.
Las Vegas Raiders.
They
They're
got a
giving up
tough defense, but
they're giving up a lot of rush yards, man. I think Damian's going to be involved. They're going to have to. They don't have too much behind him.
right.
Renfro, I love in PPR leagues, but just with a standard league, Deontay Johnson's hit or miss on a touchdown. I think Damian Williams has a better chance to get you a touchdown.
I think as well. Deontay is a fucking beast though, and he has been scoring touchdowns, but it's been fluky shit. Big Ben looks terrible, and a lot of the passes are medium to under. Big Ben is looking terrible. Hey, Mike, man, we love you, dog. We know you busy. We busy too. Keep working, man. We know you're here. We love you too. Pick one, Damian Williams or James Robinson. We chose Damian first.
Man,
On James Robinson here.
you get that shit out your
James
eye, man.
Robinson.
Come
Oh my
on.
God,
What is
man.
going on? You got pink eye? That shit's contagious. No, I think James Robinson's the little bit more of a safer play. The Tennessee Titans can't play defense, y'all. They
They
can't.
can't.
They can't play defense. James Robinson I think is starting to earn Urban Meyer's trust. He might not have been a big fan of him to start the season, but ETN went down, and then all of a sudden, like, man, James Robinson is really good at football, y'all, and he looks better than he did last year. He looked like he's a little bit lighter, he's a little bit more toned, and it looks like he improved his burst. Always had really good vision and contact balance. James Robinson's a really good play today.
I think he looks absolutely the same, honestly. He had that last year in my eye. Um, and James Robinson's the answer for me there. He's the guy there. Miles Sanders or Chuba Hubbard. It's fucking Jesus. Why?
Wait, what happened?
I mean, think I would go Chuba Hubbard here, but
yeah, you can't trust Miles Sanders right now. The new coaching staff, they did not draft Miles Sanders. Kenny Gainwell, it's Kenny now. I learned that in August. It's not Kenneth Gainwell, it's Kenny Gainwell. He's balling, and I think he's the preferred player on passing downs.
I think he's the preferred player on running downs.
Miles Sanders, who knows? We could see him involved in a trade later because they're just not using him. There's no volume. The offense is sputtering a little bit. Chuba isn't a great play either, but I would go Chuba over him.
All right, so I was torn between these two guys when choosing for my Faded Fridays video that you may have seen a few days ago. I did choose Miles Sanders to fade, but both of these people are fades for me, honestly. I would really go look at the waiver wire on this one, man. I think both of these guys are sits this week, but Chuba's the answer if those are your options. Yeah, Diggs, DJ Moore, and Deontay Johnson. It's the first two for me. Both of those guys are fucking monsters. And
you're not sitting DJ Moore. You are not sitting DJ Moore. You are not sitting.
You're not sitting Diggs.
Unless you're in a 4-man league or something. Like, no, you're not sitting Diggs or DJ Moore ever, unless you have Tyreek, Devontae Adams, and Cooper Kupp or something like. No, these are top 6-7 plays, both those players this week. So smash that. Deontay Johnson's he's more hit or miss if you ask me. Big Ben's playing like shit. This one's not even close, Ben. Be happy to start DJ Moore and Stephon Diggs for sure.
Stephon Diggs is my number 1 ranked wide receiver this week. They play the Kansas City Chiefs. They're gonna have to fucking air the ball out like they do every week. The Chiefs can't play defense right now. Diggs is the guy. Tyreek Hill is number 2, even though he's playing against a much better secondary. So, yeah, Diggs is the guy. DJ Moore is a fucking animal. That's who it is. Looking at matchups, Brady or Dak. I'm not looking at matchups too much on either of these quarterbacks. I think they're fairly matchup proof to an extent, but let's look at the matchups. See, Tampa Bay plays at Tampa Bay in Miami. He's got a great matchup anyways. Dak plays the Giants. Go with Brady. Your matchup says Brady.
You want to hear a story, Joey Fickle? Quick story. All right. I'm in a home league where it's only an 8-team league, and I have Brady and Dak, and it's a 1-quarterback league. So I'm like, I'm straight. I don't have to worry about this shit ever. I don't have to ever worry about it. So week 1 comes, and they played each other. So they both balled out. The next week, I started, Dak. I drafted Dak first, so he's going to be my first quarterback, right? So I start Dak. Brady outscored him. I ended up losing by a small amount of points.
Oof.
Last week, Brady at New England, man. I'm not sitting Brady at New England ever. Never. Dallas has been running the ball a lot. All right, Dak, let's fade Dak. Brady's going to go off. I should have paid a little bit more attention to the weather report, and guess what? I lost by about 10 points because I started Brady instead of Dak. So this is a big conundrum for me every single fucking week right now.
You got two quarterbacks. You ain't got no quarterback. Throw
I don't
one of
believe
them
I don't
bitches
believe
to the
that. I always
another
have a good
team.
option. So this week, I'm gonna go back, and I think Tampa Bay's a little bit more dependent on Brady than Dallas is with Dak. I think Brady has a little bit more of an upside. It's very close, and I've been picking the wrong person every week. So if I was, I can't see who asked the question. Maybe try to flip one of those quarterbacks and prove maybe your running back depth or something like that. But this week I lean Brady just because I think Tampa Bay leans on Brady a little bit more. That Dallas run game is really excelling right now.
Yeah, it is. But you had a conundrum every week. Don't listen to him. He keeps picking the wrong player. But again, I'm gonna agree with him. Pick Brady this week. Let's see. Here we go. You had a conundrum. Robert Meeks has a conundrum with Cook or Madison. With Cook being questionable, limited, he's worrying me. I get it, man. But if Cook plays, I'm playing him. That's the end of the story. If
Easy. Yep.
I played him last week, I fucking got burnt. It's okay. He is a baller. He's the top 5 running back in this league. If your star plays, play your star. Especially if your option is his handcuff.
100%. It's Cook if he's playing. If Cook doesn't play, you throw Madison in there. If Cook's active, he's your player.
Yep. Need one for flex. Full PPR. Damian Williams, Hubbard, Tim Patrick's. Obviously. Cool. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he would be the guy if yep. So need one for flex. Full PPR. I think I'm gonna go back to Tim Patrick once again, man. I'm gonna go back to Tim Patrick over Damian Williams in a PPR. This quarterback, I don't believe he is going to be. I don't know. You're an Ohio State guy. Did he dump off a lot, or did he take
Oh,
off running?
I fucking hate Ohio State, man. I live in Ohio. I don't like Ohio
Okay,
State.
cool. You
So,
watched
so
it,
the
all right?
I watch every fucking play. So Justin Fields is a playmaker, and he's going to do it more. He likes to get the ball down the field. I'm not going to call him
He's
a
looking to
check down
scramble
artist.
and then right.
But the
Yeah.
thing of it is his running ability opens up those rush lanes. We seen David Montgomery bowling out last week, and I think
Yep.
they can run the ball in Las Vegas. But on the other hand, Tim Patrick is all they got. I don't think Sutton's playing today. You maybe check me on that. I'd have to get in front of it, but I know he has an ankle issue. KJ Hamler's out for the season. Jerry Judy's on IR. Tim Patrick is about as stable play as you can possibly have. So the safe play to me is Tim Patrick. I think Damian Williams might have a higher ceiling if you're looking for a ceiling play. If you're like, say you played against Robert Woods and somebody has a big lead against you from a Thursday night game, maybe go towards the ceiling play. But to me, Tim Patrick is a lock to 12 or 15 PPR points.
Yeah, for sure. If he scores a touchdown, sometimes he goes and gets 2 of them. So he's a big guy that can go.
He's a red zone threat for them for sure.
Pick 2: Marvin Jones, Galladay, Higgins, AJ Green, OBJ.
It's hard.
AJ Green is always so tempting, though, man. But I'm gonna go with Marvin Jones and Higgins. It's going to be the LaVisca Chenault and Marvin Jones show from here on out. Not LaVisca. Fuck. Yes. Chark got hurt. It's going to be. And Lawrence is going deep at one of the highest rates in the NFL, probably the highest. I can't remember. It's first or second. So, yeah, it's going to be the Marvin Jones and Higgins for me.
Yeah, to me, AJ Green would be the last person on this list, so I just get him out of the equation. Now, T. Higgins, I like the other 3 a little bit more because I know that those OBJ, Marvin Jones, and Galladay are going to be featured on those offenses. Higgins still has Chase, Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon's actually playing today. They will have to play. So this is a hard one. This really is. So pick 2.
They also just lost Jair Alexander. Just went on to Chase is a fucking monster of a weapon.
Yeah, I think he
I'll
was going
tell
to be
you, this,
following Chase around anyway.
I'll
I think he
tell
was going to be
you this,
following Chase around anyway. To me,
I'd play all the positions.
Marvin Jones, I'm not sitting. Then now I break it down into Golladay, OBJ, maybe Higgins. To me, OBJ's look good, but Baker hasn't looked good. So I don't know if I trust that. Kenny Golladay might have Trayvon Diggs. I mean, if y'all don't know Trayvon Diggs for fucking Dallas right now, he already has 4 interceptions, 4 games. Stephon Diggs' brother, and he's ascending as a superstar in this league. And he usually follows the other team's number one. He was following Devontae all around the field on that Monday night game. Devontae had 2 catches. I'm worried
Yeah,
about Kenny Golladay, even though I love the skill set and he is the featured wide receiver there. OBJ can't find the connection with Baker. This is a hard one for me. I think I'm gonna go OBJ because I think the scoring we thought that was going to happen last week with the Browns and Vikings. I think we're going to get that with the Chargers. Baker Mayfield plays better away from home. His stats are remarkable away from home. At home, he's a very average quarterback. He's going to link up with OBJ, or I'm fucking selling out. But give me OBJ, Marvin Jones. But that's a tough one, Rich.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna go Higgins and Marvin Jones. OBJ is in consideration, and the one thing that I do disagree with you, I think Baker Mayfield has command of this offense and is doing everything that Stefanski's asking of him to a perfection. Um,
I don't know. Last week it looked
then,
bad, man. I get the Cleveland
sure,
games.
sure.
He was missing players last week. I don't know if it's a stress thing or he's got too much going on when he's playing at home.
Something
Or
was
wait, no,
wrong last week for
they were
sure.
playing at Minnesota. Excuse me. They were playing at Minnesota last week. I'm just feeling it, man. I'm feeling Baker's going to finally get back on track with OBJ because the tape on OBJ, he looks like he's back. He
Yeah.
looks like stellar OBJ. He's wide open. He's in and out of cuts. They just got to get him the ball. They're going to have to get him the ball if they want to beat the Chargers today also. You freezing up? Joey? My man lost internet connection, I think. My man. Are we still live? All right. I can't control the board either. Damn it. All right. Well, anybody watching, let me know if if we're still on the stream. Anybody watching right now? Just shoot me a message on the stream and I'll try to go through these. I don't know what happened to Joey Fickle. It's just me now. Shit. Hopefully Joey pops back in. I'm not sure what happened. So I got Russell asking full PPR, Antonio Brown or Juju Smith-Schuster. That's really easy to me. Give me Antonio Brown. Um, Juju is not right. His ribs, Big Ben's not right. He's not being featured also in the Pittsburgh offense. So Juju's a huge fit for me. Russell
Yeah.
asking full PPR, Antonio Brown or Juju Smith-Schuster. You all right? Do you have to go poop or something?
I'm listening to you talk about Juju Smith-Schuster.
He's garbage. Juju Smith-Schuster is fucking trash right now, and he's one of my favorite players coming out of USC, and I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I can't trust him in fantasy football right now, guys. It's not even close. Give me Antonio Brown. He is a target hound in this Tom Brady offense. It's not very close, man. Smash Antonio Brown over Juju for sure.
I agree. This looks super weird with me being on this side, so I got to swap it. uh, so I don't know what happened exactly. I'm actually watching with the rest of the viewers now here, so I can see what's going on. But I lost everything from Russell Fry's comment, Antonio or Odell. Um, I don't know what's above it right here because I can't see any of the comments. Let's see. The first one I can see is Mike Pompa, Gordon or Gainwell, but I can't pop it up here. Did you get to that one?
No. Here,
Okay.
I can't pop them up. Anyway, real quick, we'll try to catch up to that then. All right, Joey, we got Ben asking Galladay or Michael Pittman. I'm going to let you go
Galladay
on
or
that one.
Michael Pittman. Um, I'm gonna go Michael Pittman. He's been ascending as well. I lost internet. Fuck. Michael Pittman and it's Pittman for me.
To me, it's going to be Kenny Galladay. I'm gonna trust the Giants scoring a little bit more than the Colts right now, if that makes sense, man. Daniel Jones and Carson Wentz, they're about on the same wavelength. I think the Giants go either way. Kenny Galladay is a superior talent, so I'm gonna go over Michael Pittman, but it's not by a huge mark, man.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think he has a better chance. I think he has a higher ceiling. Give me Kenny Galladay.
The only thing that kind of pushed me away from that, I think I had him a little higher, and then earlier you reminded me of his defensive matchup, and you know, Diggs looks like a fucking monster, and I don't know who he's gonna chase around. So, you were telling me you think it's gonna be him, so that's
I
kind of
mean,
what scared me off of it there.
Darius Slayton's hurt. Sterling Shepard's hurt. I mean, Kadarius Toney is a slot offensive weapon. Saquon Barkley's going to be involved. I mean, Trayvon Diggs is going to follow. If they do what they've been doing, Trayvon Diggs follows the number one. Kenny Galladay is by far the number one wide receiver on that offense. I still think he's going to do his thing. It's just probably not going to be very efficient. He's going to have to get 8-10 targets to probably get 4 or 5 catches. But when this guy catches the ball, he's averaging for a career average well over 15 yards per catch. I mean, he makes big plays when he catches the ball. Kenny Galladay is really elite with the ball in the air. So I think he can beat Trayvon Diggs, just not very efficiently. He's going to have the targets.
I just want to let everyone know here that this is 2021 and not years previous. This Giants offense looks explosive to me. I mean, Daniel Jones is in all of my fucking DFS lineups this week. Just saying.
I don't know. They need a healthy Saquon. It opens it up for sure.
Yeah, and he looks healthy to me. Can you see
Um,
what's next, sir?
yeah. What's up, boys? What you think of Herbert and Cook or Hurts, Smith and Goddard? I don't know. Is this a trade question? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure how to answer this. If it's a trade, it's definitely like Herbert and Cook. If that's Dalvin Cook or is this Brandon Cooks? I don't know. That's a loaded question. Go ahead and message us again and let us know what the fuck you're talking about.
Sure.
Anyway, Chuba Hubbard, James Conner, Pittman, Cortland Sutton, Jacoby Myers, pick 2. So Hubbard, Conner, Pittman, Sutton, or Jacoby. Oh, man. Pittman sticks out for me as the best play. Cortland Sutton, I have to get in front of an injury report right now. He had an issue. Chuba Hubbard's probably going to be the main volume guy in Carolina, but he's not the only guy there. James Conner is almost guaranteed a short yardage touchdown.
And he's also getting some work. They're taking turns on drives in between. He's averaging 3 yards a carry. So what? But he's still getting work in a good offense. James Conner's one of the guys there for me.
Give me James Conner and Pittman, and then I'll defer to Joey.
Pittman as well over Chuba Hubbard.
Like it. Okay, now we're up to Mike Pompa asking Gordon or Gainwell. So now you can take the lead.
I can see them now. I still can't pop them up yet. Gordon or Gainwell. I think I play Gainwell, man. This offense doesn't want to run the ball very often. He had 3 carries last week versus Miles Sanders 7, but he gained 31 yards. He's getting red zone work in the passing offense. It's Gainwell for me. Gordon is still the number 1 running back in Denver, though. FYI.
I don't know. That situation, I wish they would just trade Melvin Gordon because I have a ton of shares, but it's like 50-50, man. And Javante's looked really good, but Gordon's looked really well too. they're trying. I mean, they're trying to keep both fresh. And I'm going Gainwell because I think he has a better chance to. When I pick somebody to be in my starting lineup, it's in a PPR league. Who's going to get me double digits? Let me start there. Who has a better chance of getting me double digits? Gainwell seems like a lock to get you 10 plus PPR points. Give me Gainwell.
They both seem like a lock to get you 10 plus. Gainwell seems like a potential to get you a lot more. I see this game with the Broncos and Steelers being a very slow, fucking methodical bullshit playing defense type of game. I don't really want a lot of players in that game. Ben Kaiser, Cobb, Patrick, and Mark Andrews. Pick two. Patrick, Tim Patrick, and Mark Andrews would be the answer for me. Are you going back to Randall Cobb this week? I know you missed them points last week. You didn't start him, did you? Me neither.
Nah, man. Tim Patrick and give me Mark Andrews. And I want to let everybody know. I'm 99% sure, unless somebody's lying to me, that Dalvin Cook is not playing today. So Alexander Madison, you're bumping him. He's a top 15 play this week right now. Vikings versus Detroit, he's going to command that backfield. So as long as this is all good, and I'm not in front of everything right now, but just a message I just got, I think Alexander Madison is going to be the starter and the workhorse for the Minnesota Vikings.
Yes, official news from Andrew Siciliano. Dalvin Cook is inactive, so
Madison's a top 15 play, man.
Top 15,
easy.
Top 8 play, I would say. Ooh, yes, bold.
Ooh, I mean, I don't know if it's bold. I mean, he's a
top 5 even.
If McCaffrey isn't playing today, which I don't think he is, Mixon's limited. Like, we're talking who's better than him? Aaron Jones, Derrick Henry. I mean, there's very small situations where you're not starting Alexander Madison as your top 2 running back are in your flex. I'm throwing him in my flex right now in a league that I had Antonio Brown in my flex. So to give anybody perspective, Madison is a smash over Antonio Brown in my flex. I'm not even thinking twice. I'm going to go ahead and smash that on Flea Flicker right now as I'm excited because Alexander Madison is a guy on my bench. And real quick, Joey, in a dynasty league, real quick, anybody out there, like I traded Dalvin Cook in the offseason, and I'm not trying to pat my back or anything like that. I got a really nice reward. I got a couple first-round picks, and I got Tyreek Hill. The guy wasn't smart enough that, hey, man, you have to throw me Madison also. So I kept Madison, traded Dalvin Cook, and now I'm rewarded with being able to start him
this week.
Yeah, let me see. If we were playing each other, that's like sex, man. No, I'm not playing him because I would be talking shit in chat right now.
Yeah, so
JoJo.
Real quick, I'll run through the important shit that I do have here. Chase Claypool is active. Joe Mixon active. Cortland Sutton, Teddy Bridgewater, Antonio Gibson, Melvin Gordon, Curtis Samuel, TJ Hawkinson, all officially inactive. Dalvin Cook, Christian McCaffrey, which we kind of expected that. So there you go. It is official. Alexander Madison, top 5 play this week. Let's go. Where was I at? We got you're live. Joey is froze. Yep, you are live. I see you talking. Antonio or Odell, Russell Fry. We are here. We can.
You know what?
I'm going Antonio Brown.
I'm going Antonio Brown also because I trust Tom Brady throwing the ball to my wide receiver more than Baker Mayfield right now. Antonio is a target hound no matter what. Sometimes Mike Evans gets forgotten about. Sometimes Godwin gets forgotten about. Tom Brady is constantly giving Antonio Brown 7-8 targets every single game. He's going to get those targets. He usually catches them.
Leader. When he's on the field, he's the target leader.
I think Godwin. I mean, I would choose Godwin over Antonio Brown because of he's such a beast in the slot, and Brady utilizes that so much. But Antonio Brown, he still has it, man. His tape is really nice. He's creating separation, and that's all Tom Brady needs is to know that you're going to get open. He's going to hit you. Give me Antonio Brown. He's safer, even though I think Odell is going to have himself a game. I think Antonio Brown is the safer play.
Antonio Brown has perfected a craft that I've only seen two other people perfect. Marvin Harrison being one of those guys, um, Jerry Rice, and you have to go way the fuck back to really understand how good he was. But he's perfected the craft of getting open in every way, whether it's through deception, footwork. He is perfect at every way running the ball, getting into the defensive secondary. It's spectacular. And if he had not been a fucking dipshit dumbass, we could have really seen a lot greater things. But I mean, he's not that old, so he's still got a couple years left, man. Antonio Brown looks good. He's the guy there. He's the number one now.
If you stashed him this time last year before he signed with Tampa Bay, say in a dynasty league, and you got him at a damn near for free, man, you're loving life right now.
Emmanuel Sanders or Cooper? Leaning Sanders. I can see why, man. Fuck, I want lots of points in this game. I think Cooper's a strong play though this week, man. I do in PPR, but I think the touchdown's gonna go right back to. I think it's time for some CD Lamb to show us why we picked him where we did, especially me. Um, he was inches away from another touchdown, and he had a bad week. All fucking wide receivers do. Um, I think CD Lamb's the number one there, and will be. Cooper is a consistent. Um, he's a great target, but this fucking 60-point over under is giving me a hard on too. So I probably want to go. I'm gonna go to Emmanuel Sanders. I think the Cowboys get up, run the ball, and don't need to rely on the receivers as much.
You know, it makes sense. I think it's a little bold though, because sometimes I have to just go back.
I'm telling you, I'm giving you the confidence to do it. If it's your decision, but I'm saying I would fucking have the balls to do that. Do it.
I'm gonna stick with Cooper. I'm gonna stick with my guy. He's the better player right now, and I know Manny has some talent, and he has the better quarterback, and Josh Allen's throwing the ball over the field, and it's 60-point over under, and it's just I'm not benching Amari Cooper when he's playing well right now, even though Manny's balling out. It's two very good options, Joe. So I think you're going to be okay with either one you choose. Give me Amari. I think he's a little bit more of a focal point of that offense than Manny. That, like you said, I think it's going to be a Diggs game. Manny's going to have a nice game too. So either option is going to be nice. I'm going towards Cooper.
Cooper's the call, really, but I like Emmanuel Sanders as a great fucking flex option if you're not feeling Cooper this week because he's going to face up against a tough secondary of the New York Giants. Then I understand it, and I give you the confidence to do it.
I wouldn't be mad at you for definitely would not be mad at you for starting Manny Sanders. I mean, it's not stupid by any means.
Trent Hobbs, is this Darnell Mooney or Elijah Mitchell? There's no other Mitchell. Is it Elijah Mitchell? Yeah.
It's got to be.
Go ahead.
To me, it's got to be Eli Mitchell or Elijah Mitchell. I think that's who he's talking about. I don't know. Brian Mitchell from like the Redskins in the 90s or some shit. I can't think of anybody else. So Darnell Mooney, he came out 4 catches, 100 yards, big play receiver last week. Definitely has the eyes of Justin Fields. Elijah Mitchell, what is that backfield going to look like now that he's healthy? Obviously, Shanahan preferred Mitchell over Trey Sermon to start the season. There's a little bit of question mark about Mitchell's shoulder. Is he 100%?
Shanahan preferred Mitchell over Sermon to start the season.
Yeah, Sermon, if everybody remembers week one,
You said
Mitchell
back.
balled out. Sermon didn't, he was a healthy scratch.
Yep.
So Sermon's put some decent tape out there. It's a little sketchy. I always want to lean the running backs if I'm 50-50. So oh man, give me Mitchell here because I think he's Shanahan's preferred running back.
You told us earlier why you should start Darnell Mooney, and Darnell Mooney's the answer for me. Justin Fields likes to go down the field with the ball after he scrambles. He's been named the starter moving forward. I think Nagy is he's time for him to fucking nut up and do something. He's gonna have to game plan some shit to get Justin Fields where the fans want to see it, at least try to get some fucking wins. He's on the hot seat, bro. Darnell Mooney's the guy. I think Allen Robinson gets it back together this week. I think some of these passing options you can be a little bit more confident with moving forward. Um, and everyone else, all the other analysts are saying it opposite. I see it as Nagy's about to lose his job, and we're gonna have some different play calling coming in when the other guy, I can't remember his name, is calling the plays. Shit moves better. And I'm excited for this offense moving forward, man. We got a new play caller. I don't think Nagy's going to do that again this week. So it's Mooney for me, and I'm sorry that we're conflicted on these answers. But Brian Beninda, I can't ever fucking say your name, man. Your name's a nightmare, but I love you. Do you start Herbert or Jared Cooker or Hurts and Goddard? Um, I'm not chasing a stack here, but I would still go Hurts and Goddard.
To me, give me Jared Cook and Herbert. You're not sitting Herbert. Hurts is I mean, for fantasy reasons, I mean, he rushes the ball a lot. He's putting up fantasy points, but you're not sitting Herbert, not in this game. And Jared Cook is a weapon. And Keenan Allen, he isn't having those 10, 12 catches games this season, really. So it's been kind of Mike Williams. Herbert's spreading the ball around, and Jared Cook is legitimately the number 3 option in that offense. He's the red zone option. I trust Herbert to get Jared Cook the ball more than Goddard. So if you want, is it just one stack or the other? It's the Charger stack. And, I prefer Jared Cook over Goddard this week. So, yeah, Herbert and Cook. I think they're both really good plays today.
Would you, aside from that, would you play Herbert over Hurts this week?
Oh, yeah.
Herbert at the Browns? Yeah, I would play
Oh, yeah.
Hurts. Hurts is the reason why I even took the Goddard stack if I'm going that way. But these tight ends are high end options for Philadelphia, and this team don't want to fucking rush the ball, so they're all getting targets. He's spreading the ball around as well. It just doesn't quite look as good as what it does with Herbert, but you get a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
rushing yards and shit.
I
So
think everybody needs to forget about the Dallas game. This Carolina Panthers defense is fucking nasty. Before the
it is.
season started, I called it the most underrated front 7 in the NFL, and they've proved me right. They can stuff the run. They can get after the passer. I don't think Gilmore's not playing today, but their secondary is nice. Shaq Thompson's balling out. I mean, this is a legit defense that's going to give Jalen Hurts some trouble today.
Okay. The Browns have a legit defense as well. The Hurts and Herbert thing, I want to go after Jalen Hurts is gonna. The Panthers' offense is the real fucking deal as well. Let's not get it twisted, okay? They're good offensively and defensively. Um, so uh, Hurts, he's gonna have to throw the ball 50 times today, and I want to see what can happen. I don't care about it in interception. I want him to throw for 400 yards and rush for another 100. Gasicki is a must start this week with Parker out. Parker is out. Do what? Game.
Yeah, Devontae Parker's out.
Yeah, I need to. Whew. Yeah, I guess so. Until we see Tua come back and the offense change a little bit, I think Gasicki's the guy. He's going to get the targets now. So yeah, I would not say a must start if you got Gasicki late and you got a player like Um, I mean, I would play your normal top five tight ends over him first. Henry Ruggs, AJ Green, Latavius standard scoring.
You know what? Henry Ruggs is just you're just hoping he gets a 60-yard touchdown. To me, this is Latavius Murray, man. He is that goal line back. Le'Veon Bell does not have it. They put his scrub ass right back on the practice squad. Latavius Murray's the best back in Baltimore right now, man. It's actually not very close to me. When he came in from the Saints, I think I preferred him over Gus Edwards. I think he fits that offense perfectly. Latavius Murray he's not going to get you like 100 yards and 3 touchdowns, but I think he has a great chance of getting you a rushing touchdown, and in standard scoring, that's kind of, you can't really ask for much more. Who the fuck is Devontae Parker out? I didn't even know he was hurt.
Yeah,
Actually
he's
have
over here
him in a
with
lineup.
game time decision shit. But yeah, I'm excited for it's Waddle for sure now. Which it was anyways. Yeah, it's Latavius Murray here for me as well. You said everything that needed to be said. Would Juju sucking ass right now? Do you play Renfro over him? Yeah, I'd play Renfro over him for sure.
Dude, Renfro's a smash over Juju. I love Renfro, man. He's one of my favorite players actually in this league right now. He might not be the best fantasy player, but steady Eddie, 12 to 15 PPR fantasy points every single week. Might get a touchdown. That's just butter on the bread right there, man. His floor is 12 PPR points. Start Renfro.
Should I play Madison over Zeke and Robinson? I would play him over Robinson. I wouldn't go. Yeah, I'd play him over both of those guys. Fuck. Yep, I would.
That
Not
is
over.
fuck. That is fuck because I'm not doing that shit. But I start Madison over James Robinson. I can't do it over Zeke. Zeke's playing really well. This Dallas Cowboys run game is nasty right now. It's getting back to what it looked like about 3 years ago. I would start Madison over James Robinson. Yes.
If you have to pick one, if I had to pick one, I'd play Madison. Give me that Lions front seven all day over. Uh, I think this is a game the Cowboys get up and run the ball a lot, man. I really do. But there's two guys there. There's one guy over here in Minnesota, so that's my tiebreaker. Antonio Brown could have a big game with Howard and on Jones being on Godwin's and Evans. Yeah, there's a great secondary there. I'm not picking Antonio Brown to try and pick on your secondary for that uh, Dolphins defense isn't what they were last year. Maybe they need to settle down and get back into a groove, but that's becoming a little bit of a hard division again, man. I think some defense playing there, especially with the Bills are looking nasty, man. But yeah, I agree with you.
To me, I don't think Howard's not jumping in the slot. So I'm not sure who's going to. Godwin is primarily in the slot. I'm not sure. Howard doesn't play the slots. Howard's going to stay outside. So Howard, honestly, could be on Antonio Brown a lot more than he's on anybody else. Jones dips and dives in and out. Jones might follow Godwin in the slot, so that I think Godwin can still win there. That's not like Deion Sanders or anything like that. I think Godwin is still going to get open, and if he's open, Tom Brady's going to find him. So I think Antonio Brown can have a good game, even if Xavier Howard is on him, even if he is covered by Jones or either one of these guys. I think he can beat those guys. He's still that good, and Tom Brady is that quarterback. So I don't think it really matters who's on him. Just don't expect, someone to follow Godwin in the slot the whole time, because that's why I think they keep him in the slot, because he's a mismatch.
Just like Juju used to be, a big-bodied fucking receiver that can break a nickel cornerback's feelings by pushing them down. It's what it is, man. But The reason I chose Antonio Brown earlier is because Antonio Brown is good, not because the the secondary there is good as well. And I don't think it matters either way. It's all going to be hit or miss for with any of these guys. Fournette or Chase Edmonds, and they don't always play man either. They play a lot of man. They You're going to see it mixed and matched all day. Fournette or Chase Edmonds, non PPR. Non PPR, give me Fournette.
100%. Give me Fournette. He is that bell cow right now that we were hoping we were going to get in Tampa Bay. So Fournette is a really good play this week.
All right. I was wrong on Ronald Jones, I guess, y'all. Fuck. Uh, 12 team full PPR. Choose 2 of 5. We got Cortland Sutton. Hey, this guy, Bruce, you laid it out for us, man. Jamal Williams, Cole Beasley, Samaje P. Ryan. Joe Mixon is officially active, correct? I said that. So it's going to be PPR. Give me OBJ, Cole Beasley, and
They just need 2.
that's 2 of you. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's it.
You know what? Give me OBJ. That's definitely the best play right there. Sutton with a shaky ankle, but they need him, y'all. Cole Beasley in a high scoring game. You know what? The safe play is Cole Beasley. Give me OBJ and Cole Beasley. And we agree, Mr. Fickle.
It's not often, but that's what makes it great because we can talk through these things and let them really decide for themselves. So can't believe I'm asking this, but with injuries, Cobb, Anderson, Chester Rogers as wide receiver 3.
I think it's Cobb, man. I don't trust Robbie Anderson. I assume that's who that is. Give me Cobb. I think he's involved.
I guess it's Cobb. It is Cobb.
Robbie Anderson is forgotten there. I hope you guys in your dynasty leagues. I hope you got rid of him last year.
He'll score an occasional touchdown, but you're never going to feel confident. Dale Cooper, I would go Herbert over Goddard. Herbert and Goddard. Okay, you would split the stack. That's why I meant by like I'm not chasing a stack here, but so because I was kind of torn that way. But let's see. Hey, I appreciate all y'all coming in here asking these questions, man. It gives us some good stuff to talk about. We enjoy this shit as much as you God does. Devontae Parker has a hamstring injury.
Pussy ass.
Moss, Madison, Chase, or Cooper. Pick 2. Okay.
Madison smash. Madison is by far the best play of those 4. Then you go between Chase and Cooper. That's a tough ass decision right there. We talked it out earlier. I think Chase, Joe Burrow. I'm calling a big Joe Burrow day. Mixon, I don't think they're going to touch too much. It's just, he shares targets a lot. He's sharing targets with Boyd. He's sharing targets with T. Higgins, who is back. Cooper shares them with CeeDee Lamb in that run game. Jamar Chase over Cooper. Give me it.
Me too. Madison Chase is the answer for me. Kyle Pitts and DK are really humbling my undefeated team. Oh,
it's early.
You got an undefeated team. I think I do too. Maybe I do. I don't know. I have too many of them. Yeah, Kyle Pitts is a smash start this week with I don't even know what the score is. I did not watch a single snap yet because I woke up late and said fuck
Pitts, it. Pitts has a touchdown, like 60 yards, so he's looking nice. 6 catches, 60 yards touchdown.
He had that early when I woke up. I looked, I was like, oh shit, I'm missing everything. And
it's still 20-9, man. You ain't missing shit on this game. It's boring as hell.
Liked and sub. Thanks, man. I feel like I've really answered your questions before, so appreciate that. Anyways, man, We'll be back next week. May or may not have this second host over here beside me. I will have my posters and shit back up eventually.
Thanks,
I'm
by
in
the
between
way.
cars and shit too. So hell yeah. Appreciate that, man. Anybody else? We appreciate in advance you subscribing and paying attention to us. We're just some guys in a room in a corner talking football in a different league. Juju or Kirk. I would go back to Kirk here, man. Fuck, man, fuck. Give me Juju. I would go Juju,
I would
but it's
go Juju
Kirk.
also.
Yeah, it's tough though. Schultz over Fant standard league. Um, no, I'd still roll Fant honestly.
Fant all day. I think he's going to have the biggest game of any Denver receiving option.
I'm with you, man. Shit, but that am I going backwards now? Yes, sorry, but thank you again, Schultz and Fant. How the fuck are these all backwards? David Oliver, I need a big game out of EK and KA 13 and Herbo both up. Okay, so KA
The fuck?
13
Yeah, man.
in
Yeah,
and out. Eckler,
for sure.
cool. Yeah,
You got it.
I I love those guys. I love the nicknames, man. But you stumbled me. Joey is undefeated in TSF Dynasty. Unfortunately, sitting in second place because I'm also undefeated and sitting in first. Okay, when's our
Ooh.
matchup, man? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We have reached the bottom of this Cooch podcast. So we appreciate you guys liking, sobbing, and asking all the damn questions. Good luck, y'all. I'm going to go change up and add Alexander Madison and them DFS lineup. As always,
Yeah.
stay
All
true.
right.